me?
Yo, this shit is hard, but I listen to shit all the time.
He builds shit up so much.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla.
Yo!
Look at you, now look at us.
Hey, what's up? My name is Alvin Akinti, and we're back at the Convo Presents the Hip Hop 2013 Draft. Had an interesting first round, a lot of good picks, went around the board. We're gonna go on round two. Ms. Danny, who you got?
All right, my second pick is from Brooklyn, from Flatbush, Joey Badass.
Oh, man.
What?
That's what you mean what? Like what's wrong with Joey Badass? That's who I would pick.
Number 5?
Yeah. I would mess with him because like I really appreciate whenever I listen to him, I feel as though he diligently listened and studied to people like, you know, Rakim and Q-Tip and De La Soul, and he really observed the craft and made it his own. Like, you can't knock somebody. It's like somebody in school and they study hard, they go to like after school, they do everything and they bust their ass. They may not be like A students, they may be C students, B plus, C plus, but at least they appreciate what they do and they take pride in their work. And I feel as though Joey is definitely that person.
Yeah, that's good. But greatness is greatness, though. At the end of the day, like I think that he's good. He's a good. Like I just don't know where his ceiling is. Like I don't know how good he's going to be. Like his ceiling is low. I don't think he has the potential.
Why? Because he's the only person doing boom bap.
No, not that. But it's just that like he's not really doing it in an innovative or exciting way. It's like he's mimicking.
But it's like, why do we need him to change the game? It's like, why do we? Everybody can't change the game.
Like just to contribute to the game. Basically, like he'll like put out good music, I think, but I don't ever think he'll have them like define the moments.
Wow.
Like he'll be a good artist. Like he'll be a good artist.
Let me ask you a
People
question.
up the core fan base.
Do you think Joey can put out a great radio record? Because I'm
Nah.
listening to his sound and just.
I think that he can put out a great song. Like the way radio is right now, like you know, like I think the game has to change for him to kind of fit like that niche.
You never know, because the radio ain't changed for Kendrick Lamar. Ain't nobody say that before about Kendrick.
But I don't think but the thing with Kendrick is that Kendrick made versatile
I'm
albums.
in between what both of you are saying because I love Joey to death. Like Joey's music is really good. The one thing I think he's kind of lacking is star power.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's something like, I don't know, Joe, and he's comfortable with where he's at. Like
that's a star. You're comfortable in your skin. You're comfortable who you are. You rock your own shit. You do things your way. Like,
that's why I said but don't, like he has records that could have been that radio record. Like Waves could have been like that. Don't Front with CJ5, that could have been that big record. But I don't know what they're working on right now. But he has potential to do it. I just don't know when it's gonna be there yet.
Joey's he's an interesting character because his style is obviously his style obviously comes from an era that a lot of, I guess, what it's worth, young listeners right now are not used to. Like his style comes from that, but he's still able to connect with them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm interested to find out how is that going to translate into sales, because I honestly no label signed you off of his talent alone. They signed you.
Like it doesn't matter.
But he's not even worried about that. Like it's about the music. Like why we gotta cloud and complicate
things? It doesn't matter.
That's why I'm saying I see both sides.
But it's just that his ceiling is like kind of low, and like for like a number 5 pick with like people that's on the board.
Because like people who are older and just listen to radio, they're not gonna get Joey as much as we get him.
Yeah.
As far as listening to like underground and being like having experience listening to that kind of thing. Like I appreciate it, but someone who's more into mainstream is not gonna appreciate it. But Joey's really smart. He's smart when it comes to like his influences and incorporating that in his music, and smart with like everything else. He's just really bright.
Yeah, he pays attention, so he's gonna do his thing.
I just think that he just has to prove like a little bit more. Like I gotta see like a little bit more as like opposed to people still left like on the board. Like I'm not saying that I don't like Duke. Like I don't, that I'm not feeling his music. He's good. I just think that he needs to show a little more variety in his output.
Yeah.
And I just think that he can show a little more basically instead of like making the same song. Like he can rap. We already got that. We can spit. But it's like a million people that can rap. Like Joey Badass isn't the only 17, 18-year-old that can rap real good. Yeah. It's real well. He's just gotten out there with the buzz on the internet. I just want to see where he takes that. And goes on there. That's like Nas basically, not to go long with it. But that's like Nas with Illmatic. Like I see him kind of like a poor man's version of that. But then Nas went on to do other things. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just want to see if he can translate and do that. Not change himself, but just find different ways of artistry than sticking to the same song.
Nah, you got a good point. Going to number 2. Well, pick 6 in round 2.
Yeah.
My number 2 pick is J. Cole.
Yes, Born Sinner.
Born Sinner is dope,
I love J. Cole. For my first 2, I have to go with Kendrick and Cole. Like, that's a flawless, like, bet. Like, the first 2 for me.
Yeah.
Cole, you got production, bars, star power, everything.
Star power? You think so?
I think
Cole's
he
got
has star power, but it just has to be pushed. Like, he has to push it.
I don't know about
Jay-Z
star
doesn't
power.
do what everyone thinks that he's supposed to be doing for Cole. Like,
he's putting him out.
yeah.
Jay-Z didn't have to make Kanye a star. Kanye knew what he was gonna have to do. He had it in there. If Cole's gonna do it, we've already seen it. Not to say that he's not bad, not to say he's bad or he's not a star, but I think he's.
I don't think Cole's worried about being a star. I think he's worried about putting out timeless music.
Yeah.
I think that's his priority, and that's what he's concerned
And
with.
I think
that he does want to be a star. I just think that
he
he downplays it. I think that he does want to be the man in his sense.
Like a humble star.
Yeah, basically, like I think that he does want that shine because he comes off like in the Crayon interview with L.A. Wilson, came off like he wanted to be respected, like he was underrated. He wants to be valued.
I'm sure he does kind of look at his competition. He probably feels like I'm probably dismissing him. Nah, you're absolutely right.
Born Sinner like outsold like it. At first it went from like number 2 to number like
it's outsold Kanye. Like
he's outsold Kanye twice.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's really dope.
Yeah, definitely. Like I fuck with Cole. I just think that he has to display a little more of his story, a little more personality.
Yeah, I think
he's been saying his story since he came out.
I just think that maybe he can delve. I just think that maybe that he can delve deeper. I don't know, but maybe if he doesn't have anything else to offer, what is his ceiling? Like he makes good music, but that's a knock on him. Like I just don't think that he makes you feel him like a Kendrick. Kendrick is more like
he has a more intriguing story. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, that's what I'm saying. Like if that's all that he has to offer, I don't know. Maybe he can find I don't know what he's gonna do for album 3. Like he can make good music, but is he gonna rise above? Like it's a lot of people. Well, like the pool of music, the pool of artists is so watered down right about now that it's like
it goes
if somebody makes good music, it's like oh he's a legend.
I think it goes back to Vanessa's point. Like he's more interested in making good music as opposed to becoming a star.
He wants his music and his stuff to be true to himself.
Yeah. Like I'm a fan. Not to get it wrong. Like I bumped Born Sinner. Like I've been fucking banging it since it came out. Like I'm a usually a fan.
Yeah.
I just I'm just calling it. How I see it. I just need to see a little more of him, like personality wise, a little more versatile, but like maybe delve deeper. Like it's like some people don't want to delve deep in themselves. Like I'm sure it's stuff that you can dig deep, but he's already trying to be cool. I think not really trying to be cool, but he's like kind of trying to put that forth without being
smart.
Basically trying to put that appeal out. I'm not saying he's trying to do anything, but so I just think he needs to delve deeper.
Absolutely.
A little bit.
So Preezy, round 2, who you picking?
Alright, I'm gonna have to go with Ab Soul. Cause he's just been stepping it up from like every time since the first one on Term to the Control System.
Yeah.
He has that star power without trying, like he's not being too flashy, and he just makes like great music. He can go from like happy to sad to introspective to just battle rap spitting at you. He has like the total package, I think. And I see him.
Cross is probably one of the more charismatic brothers in that crew. You know what I'm saying? Like how big was that look that Jay gave him on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be.
He tweeted him out of nowhere.
I see him going forward. I see him going forward. Like a lot of people see him as a sleeper TDE, but I see him being up there, damn near as Kendrick. See, I see him being as like the breakout star.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he has that rock and roll kind of personality. So he's gonna go far.
I love that Soul just always stays true to himself though. Like you can tell, like say you see like the Black Hippie crew now, like Kendrick got his money, so his wardrobe changed.
Yeah.
He was finding his ignorance, like but Soul's still just with the like baseball tees, the
still got the
jeans,
black miles,
the snapback with his hair puffy. Like he's still the same Soul. Like he'll still have on like socks up to here. Like, he's still him, and I just love that. I was talking about it the other day.
It's pretty clear that if he was to get the #1 record in the country next week, it wouldn't change it. He's
not at all. I love that so, especially the fact that he didn't grow up like in a struggle or nothing.
Yeah,
like his family
like he did.
like owned the record stores and he was just chilling in the record store, but like he understood it, he paid attention, he's paying his dues. Yeah, so he's just like, man, F this, I ain't gonna crack his mom, but I'm still a dope rapper.
Yeah. So yo, I'm gonna round off the second round. I'm gonna go with somebody that may surprise people. French Montana. French is, and I know me and French, we talked about this before a couple times. French is not going to blow you away lyrically. He's not going to blow you away with content, but you know you're going to have a good ass time to listen to his music. You know you're going to have a good ass time when the DJ plays it in the club. And that's really what it's all about. I mean, this culture started from parties, and French is a perfect party artist. He comes with New York swag, he comes with New York flavor, and he just makes great party sound records. And I think he can do that consistently. He may not have like 1 million copies in 1 week, but I think every summer he's gonna deliver.
It's like a slow build with him. And on top of that, if we're like building a team as we are, like he's definitely a team player. Like he gels with other people. He's not really out there talking crazy about other rappers, other producers, other label execs. Like he's like probably if it was like a homeroom scenario, he'd probably be the cool dude that's just friends with everybody. Like you know what I'm saying? Like not confrontational, you know, he's just here to chill and gel, whatever.
I mean, he even, for a time being, like him and 50, they weren't necessarily beefing, but Ross and 50, Ross and 50 were clearly beefing, but he even managed to like turn that into
chill that down.
Chill that shit down. Like, I'm a whole person, you know what I'm saying? I kind of, like go back to what you said, like he's that dude at home that's cool with everybody.
Yeah.
So, and if I'm putting this team together, I need somebody like that on my team because it's like, yo, I mean, I do this record with this dude, but I know French can.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
I agree, I like that.
I just don't know if he's gonna be around past like 2 more albums. If that.
You'd be surprised, man. You never know, man.
But that doesn't discredit the music he put out.
Now.
I think as long as he
doesn't blow me away.
French grew on me. I couldn't stand him when like mac and cheese and shit was out because my friends would be like, listen to this, it's so great, and I'm like, this shit is fucking garbage. Like it's putting me to sleep. But now. He's starting to grow on me. Like I have his album. His album's cool for what it is. Like it's not a great album.
Cool for what it is. Like I think
it's not bad, but it's just cool.
But it's the
for
best
French.
though. The best though. When you pick me, it's you know like
it's his team, not mine. I'm just saying.
For my team, and the shit my team is gonna do, and how my team is gonna come through and wreck everybody. French is gonna be a major player.
He's gonna be your forward. Is he gonna be your forward? I don't really know.
He's gonna be like my power forward.
He can end up being a Greg Oden type thing.
Nah, he's not breaking it down.
He can be a Greg Oden.
He's not breaking it down. For sure. We're gonna get into round 3 in a second. Alvin Akinti, this is the Convo 2013 Hip Hop Draft.